Dr. Saadi is the CEO of Pfizer, headquartered in Lebanon. His presentation today, why do PMC fail when they try to act as PMO? We welcome Mr. Dr. Saadi.
First of all, thank you for your patience today. Okay, I'm going to speak about real stories, real two PMOs that existed here in the kingdom. One of them established by a consulting firm, an engineering consulting firm, very big one, very famous, and the other one established by a management consulting firm, also very famous. We're going to look at these two and compare their approaches. So, to dive directly into the topic, first of all, if we want to define a project management office, to define it, there are three dimensions: directing or controlling, transforming or sustaining, and whether it is permanent or temporary. So if you look at portfolio management and look at strategy, a strategic management office provides the direction, like the strategy for Vision 2030, which is being held at the Royal Court. Another type of strategic office is the vision realization offices, which are being held at each one of the various ministries in the kingdom. A third type is a program management office that handles transformation, like National Transformation Program 2020, for example. Now, all these offices, they do not execute with their own hands. They set the strategy, they set the direction, where we want to go, what we wish to achieve, and the details are concluded by, again, a corporate management office. This is the standard project management office, which manages like multiple projects or contracts, make sure they succeed. But do they execute by their own hands? No, not even these. The execution is usually conducted by smaller offices for each one of the big or mega projects. And we call this Project Management Controls Office. So this is where the actual work is being conducted. And in mega infrastructure or oil and gas projects, these are managed by the consulting firms in many cases. Now, the issue which I'm going to discuss today is the integration between whatever these consulting firms provide in terms of service to look for the duration, for the cost, for the quality, for the deliverable, and whatever management functions concluded within the corporate management office. Within, hopefully this will click, it's not clicking, okay? So this is our topic today, the integrated PMO, PMC. Now there are other types, like, okay, departmental PMO that takes care of excellence, or for public-private partnership, a program management office. Last week I was in Dubai International Project Management Forum, and I presented a presentation on this specific type of project. Then there's the capacity development office, which takes care of building the capabilities, the local capabilities. This is a new type of office. A very new type is the knowledge management office, which we're currently developing along with Knowledge Management Institute. And finally, the innovation management office, which takes care of new concepts. Now, usually the need comes from either the transformation or the strategy. And it is executed by both the PMO, corporate PMO, and the various project management control offices. So our topic today is about these two, number 3 and number 4, and how number 5 provides the integration between both. To start with, the PMC usually, it is managed by engineering firms. And it has 5 characteristics. It's a temporary office. Once the project is over, you close the office and the resources will go and do something else elsewhere. Then, usually it is managed by the contractor and or the consultant side. and provides control, technical project execution metrics, focuses on quality and excellence, hopefully on excellence and quality, and it is, most important, oriented from the bottoms up. They collect the data of what's going on the ground and provide reports to top management. This is the first part. Now the second one is the PMO. I think these are better battery, but we'll do now. PMOs are utilized in government by the owner, by the government, people with a vision, transformation bodies, investors, bodies, board of directors, or even public-private partnerships. These are usually permanent. They lay on the owner or government side. They provide direction, funding. They do the selection of the various projects and provide the governance, or we call as hawkama, and focus on strategy, transformation, goals, and KPIs. And of course, the orientation is top-down. So now we have two models, two frameworks, okay? And these two frameworks, the first one, Farid, who comes from the side of top management. He has the top-down approach. He is establishing the PMO. And Sam, who's the engineer, he offers the bottom-up approach, who's working on PMC. And we're talking about these two worlds, each one speaks a different language. Now the dilemma, the problem, the challenge occurs whenever a ministry asks a technical firm, engineering firm, to establish a PMO. What do they bring on with them? Their PMC skills. They are very good. They provide about the status of the projects, but everything regarding what we need today for Vision 2030, for the alignment, for the many other requirements, not necessary. And vice versa. When we ask Farid, the top management firm, to establish the PMO, what do they know about collection of data? They don't have the engineers. They don't go to the ground. They only speak strategy upstairs. So actually, the solution is to integrate both together in order to achieve this type of excellence. And to do that, I need this computer to click. Okay. There are 10 success factors to integrate PMOs and PMCs. Since our time is very limited, if you like to copy this link, you can read them in detail within an article which is published on LinkedIn. They talk about governance, about executive sponsorship, collaboration for everybody to work as one team, focus on sustainability from the beginning, and excellence. There is no excellence in this click. So, okay, I cheated this. Interfaces, we established a PMO within the PMO. I'm going to show you this in a while. Utilization of knowledge management, I am also going to show you this. Focus on capacity building. Focus on developing the process and the system before using the software or the application, and not the other way around. Process development before automation, and other cultural factors. Okay. Now, this is a typical structure for a set of mega projects for the Ministry of Finance. Not to go into the details, because there's no time for this. One major item here is that there are operations, 2 minutes. There are operations and there are development. The problem...
It's a problem.
Oh, yeah. Let me stay here. The problem... Why is it presented? Thank you. Okay. The problem is that often PMO development is stopped after 3 to 6 months. And if we stop developing the processes, the tools, training, taking into consideration we have to focus on operation and delivery, what happens? we do not gain the knowledge from the project, and we don't do improvement. So you don't do knowledge management in that manner, and furthermore. Now, within this aspect, let me talk quickly about blocks. The first block speaks about governance. And within governance, we integrate between the owner and the management of the PMO. And these people will speak to organizations like Mashru'at or like ADA, for example, or the delivery unit, the different entities within Vision 2030. Then we have the development component, which provides continuous development and improvement on processes in terms of training, in terms of compliance, quality assurance, and knowledge management. Then this section is the typical PMC office, project control office, which focuses on time, cost, quality, and whatnot. Then we have interfaces for each one of the mega projects, and on each site we have the team, which could be up to 300 different engineers working together on the ground to manage this specific site. So in this manner, we were able to integrate multiple mega, multi-billion projects within one single office, plus a support from external offices for all the technical aspects. Now, in the last minute, I'll just show you in a high level how governance flows from top through the different systems down to the bottom. Whereas the reporting, KPIs, dashboards flow from the bottom upwards, then they are customized per the specific need for each entity. Whereas technical support flows from engineering offices to the site or from the PMO development aspect to the site. And finally, the dashboards at multiple levels. Here we have 4 levels of, or different types of dashboards, each answering specific questions, how they go from the bottom up. And with this, I thank you very much. I hope in these 10 minutes, I was able to comprehend something. If you have any questions at the end, okay? Thank you.
It will be in the end, after the fourth speaker. Just for your information, Dr. Saadi is advisor's company CEO. He signed memorandum of understanding with the PMI Saudi chapter and the UAE chapter, and he will provide training workshop.
Thank you. I just want to answer the aspect with respect to the commercial business case. Okay. You asked about the commercial business case. Okay. You asked about the business case. Okay.
Yeah,
and the commercial projects.
I'm giving you just the.
Yeah. Actually, I did the research on investigating the relationship between business development and project management. And I discovered that they are silos. Each one works totally independently, when they should. Now, a role for an innovation is actually to implement an integrated life cycle from inception through all the way of portfolio processes, through the proposal development, the contract, the handover, the execution teams, resource allocation, working with vendors, until operations. It should start from the beginning to the end in one integrated life cycle, in one organizational process, rather than within functional silos and processes. And within this integrated life cycle, both entities, the commercial side and the project management side, the execution side, work together hand in hand. Whether it is for developing internal projects or whether it is for offering proposals and when we execute them for external clients. In either case, we found out in 2 implementations, one in the oil and gas sector and one in the agribusiness, that it actually solves the problem, the lack of communication, lack of collaboration. And they were able to get a profitable product at the end. So it's not the commercial alone, يعني إيد واحدة ما بتزقف لحالها. And it's not the execution alone. They have to work hand in hand from the beginning until the end. Yes.
Yeah, please, Judge Hamad.
تمنحها الهيئة السعودية للمهندسين بالصعود للمنصة، وقد قامت الهيئة بتخليد أسمائهم في السجل الذهبي للإبداع والتميز الذي وزع على الحضور، وفيه بعض من تلك الجهود التي قاموا بها، وندعوهم للصعود للمنصة للتكريم من قبل معالي الوزير وسعادة رئيس مجلس إدارة الهيئة.